450 United States Navy ships stood off a tiny island in the Pacific. Few Americans had heard of the place. It measured 4 2/3 miles by 2.5 miles, ash-covered beaches, and one extinct unknown volcano. A command was passed to the ships: land the landing force. No one, not even you, the Marines and Navy corpsmen who stepped ashore from the Amtraks at 2 minutes after 9, knew that what you were about to do would forever enshrine the island, Iwo Jima, and the volcano Mount Suribachi in American history.
The major thing I went through was Iwo Jima. 8 o'clock in the morning. We stormed in. 3 divisions, Marine divisions, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Where were you? Which one?
I was in the 5th. I was in the 28th Marines, 5th Division, Dog Company. I carried a flamethrower, 72 pounds on my back, and I was an inch shorter and a few pounds lighter. But that's what they did to me. And we hit the beach. I hit the beach with 300 of my buddies. 6 weeks later, we were released and walked off. 18 of us, no officers. And we walked down to the beach. Now you're coming into this. When we got to the cemetery below Mount Suribachi, our regimental commander said, "Boys, I want you to assemble in a line. Walk through that cemetery and say goodbye to your buddies and your officers before we board ship, and go back and get ready for Japan." We walked through every one of them, but I looked ahead and I saw a piece of paper tacked on the left arch. When I got there, this is what I read. "Fellas, when you go home, tell the folks we did our best, that they may have many more tomorrows." Just broke our hearts. We lost 7,000 of our buddies, 20,000 wounded, put on board ships and buried at sea. That's what we did for Iwo Jima. It was a tragedy. Our parents blew up. They were mad. Oh, they thought it was terrible. And then all of a sudden we realized, by the taking of Iwo Jima, the B-29s could fly back and forth, and there was nothing to stop them. And that shortened the war. And we saved 29,000 Air Force personnel. But it cost. And that's the way it was in the Second World War. Yep. And I'm proud to do what we did, that we did what we did.
Today, Iwo Jima is remembered with other names like Saratoga, the Alamo, Gettysburg. Remembered not simply because Americans were again conspicuously gallant in battle, but because our sons were called upon to endure unspeakable hardship for the sake of freedom. Your flag raising at Mount Suribachi remains a beacon, indeed a birthright for America's young people and for every future American. On behalf of all Americans, we salute today the men of Iwo.